Good morning, everybody. This is Graham Upty Grove, your Central Coast real estate broker, born and raised right here in San Luis Obispo. Got a beautiful little backdrop sitting here at the Madonna Inn. This is the background here. They hold a lot of events, and then we have Cerro San Luis right there, not to be confused with Madonna Mountain. That M on the mountain actually stands for Mission Prep, just side fact, FYI. But back to my point, what every buyer and seller should be aware of in the city of San Luis, if you're looking at buying or selling anytime in the near future, then you need to be aware that there is a program. The utilities director is proposing a program related to sewer laterals. Not very exciting to talk about, but very important to know. And what that will be is that the city is going to be hearing in April a proposal by the utilities department that every time you buy or sell a property, that there will be a trigger, a point of sale requirement to do an inspection of the sewer lateral. Now, what is a sewer lateral? That's where all your wastewater goes and meets the city sewer main. So a homeowner's responsibility is from that from your house all the way out to the street where the lateral meets the city main. That could be under the sidewalk, it could be under the street. Even though that may not technically be your property, that sewer lateral serves your house and you're responsible for it. So what that means is starting most likely January 1st, 2020, is there will be this requirement that an inspection is done. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean that you as a buyer, you as a seller need to have it fixed during the point of sale, but that it will be a video requirement, and that will have to go, that's information that the city wants to collect to know, how much infiltration is going into their wastewater treatment plant. Now, it's not an easy thing to fix. The typical that I've seen, typical cost is anywhere from, on the low end, maybe $7,500 up to $20,000, and that depends on how long your lateral is. If you have to get a permit and stop traffic in the street where the sewer lateral is, so there's a lot of implications to take into account. And why is this important? The typical cost of a video scope of your sewer lateral is about $250. It's something that I highly recommend, especially on older homes in the city. We have a lot of 1950s and 60s construction in San Luis, and the laterals that are typical of that age were more often what's called Orangeburg, essentially tar paper that's put together in pieces. So it's very prone to root intrusion and crumbling. Some of the older materials also, you might have clay that again has joints that roots can easily get into and break that pipe. So here's a quick story for you. About a year ago, I had a buyer that was buying a property. They didn't really want to spend the money on this sewer lateral inspection. I highly recommended it. I knew it was in an area or a neighborhood that was prone to having failed sewer laterals. So sure enough, they went ahead and did the inspection. There were roots found in the sewer lateral. There was actually a break found in the sewer lateral as well. We were able to use that information to go back to the seller and negotiate essentially a 50-50 split of that cost of replacing the sewer lateral. So at least they have some money that's set aside. They know that they need to replace the sewer lateral at some point, and at least they have some money to make progress toward replacing that sewer lateral. So the city council will be hearing this in April. I think it's highly likely that they will put into place some program that at point of sale, you'll be required to do this inspection. They'll have that information, and there will actually be a rebate program. The city is working on putting together some type of rebates to help offset a little bit of the cost. It won't be, it won't be 50% of the cost, but they're looking at maybe $1,000, maybe up to $2,000. That's the hope. Let me know if you have questions as this comes about. I'll certainly provide an update. But this is information that all of you that are contemplating buying or selling a house should be aware of. You don't want to get stuck with a $10,000 repair bill after you've bought a house that you were completely unaware of. Graham Upton Grove. I welcome your questions and grateful to get any questions from you, any referrals that, folks that I can help talk about real estate, help buy and sell in San Luis. I would certainly appreciate it. And have a great day. I think we're going to get a little bit more rain tomorrow, but as of right now, everything's beautiful and green. Take care.